Is it time for our little get-together? I need it. Nevertheless, the day eventually winds to a close. Okay, bye. I hurry back to my room to wash up and comb my hair. Ooh, I look suave. Thankfully, I don't run into Kenji. Thankfully. I mean, we should always run into him. Before long, I am leaving the boys' dorm. Okay, bye. I nervously rap on the... I like to just think he's just rapping. On the door marked 225, checking my watch once again. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. I hope I'm ready. Do I have my cologne on? Oh, God. Is it too much? It might be too much. I did more than 2 sprays. Ah, shit. Is that you, Hisao? The door's open. You could come in. Ah! Lily's voice lilts through the door and soothes my nerves. This is my first time I've ever been and got invited to a girl's room after dark. Even though I know there's no ulterior motive behind this invitation, it doesn't stop my mind running with wild with possibilities. I mean, you're a boy. Like, what are you? 1 guy, 2 girls, dorm room, tea set. When I put it like that, it sounds a little dodgy. Sounds like a very bad porno. Giving a small sigh to steady myself, I gingerly put my hand on the handle and open the door, craning my head inside to see. Hello? How are you guys doing? Oh, well, aren't you just lovely? Oh, look at that teapot! Damn, that's a nice red color. Well, the door opens completely and I catch my first glimpse of Lily's room. Her furniture looks almost antique, but the bare walls and flat surfaces are barely decorated at all. In the center of the room sits a low table where I see a small tea set at rest. It seems that everything in this room has its place, possibly excepting the several piles of books stacked up against the wall. Hanako looks so... She's both, like, surprised, but also like, oh, jeez. And she's just Lily. Like, my sense of vision isn't the only one to be stimulated. The faint smell of something can be picked up on the air. Nail polish, perfume, makeup? It's hard to describe in any other way, but girly. I like her. See, when I saw this, like her nightwear sort of get up looking for the side here. Yeah, this side. I was like, hey, that looks nice. Boom, put it on there, and it's been there ever since. Lily looks pretty good, too. My eyes finish their quick sweeps in the room before returning their position onto the girls. Oh, Jesus. Lily sits next to the small table, wearing very dark blue pajamas. I like how oh, Jesus, hold on. It's not even like... I like how it's, like, just shorts. You know what I mean? Dark blue pajamas with shorts that show off plenty of her alluring pale legs. They know how much I like my thighs. Opposite to her, Hanako sits adorned in a conservative light pink gown. Her hands are firmly fixed between her legs, her shoulders forward, and her head down, as if she's trying to hide herself in it. Well, she's always trying to hide herself. Leave her alone. It'd be easy for her to do. It looks about 2 sizes too big for her. That's good. Waves of flannel flow from her frame, making her look like a child playing dress-up in her parents' clothes. That's adorable. She looks up to confirm my identity, and the beginnings of a thin smile creep across her face, before vanishing so fast that I can't be sure that it was even ever there. There's no point in you standing in the doorway, Hisao. Jesus Christ. She's blind, but she still knew I was standing there. She fucking senses it. I mean, I guess I didn't even close the door, so one would assume. I take a step into the room, closing the door behind me. My. I'm afraid this really is a small room for the 3 of us. Would you like to take a seat? See, there's the ara. It's coming. I slowly walk to the table and sit down. Trying my damnedest not to disturb anything along the way. Ooh, excuse me. I also can't help but steal a quick glance into Lily's top as I sit. You know, boys will be boys again. To be robbed of sight would be a most terrible fate. God damn it. Well now, how about some tea? Hanako, could you please pour? Oh, sure. Sal, would you like? Oh my God, Hanako, it's fine. I'd love some tea. Do you need a hand? No, I'm fine. Dude, she's a wreck right now. Thank you. Lily finds it difficult to resist a smile at her companion's nervousness, something I can't really blame her for. Been a tiring day, huh? Yeah. I relax at my place, opposite of the cabinet. He's just examining everything still. To my left is the blue-clad Lily, and to my right sits the pink Hanako. Doesn't even look blue to me. Am I like... It looks like more black. I mean, I guess. To me, it looks black, but maybe I have the worst vision possible, so. Ooh, the tea set on the table looks cute as well as practical. Painted red with floral motif. It looks odd when contrasted with Lily's plain but generally sophisticated looking furniture, which leads me to think that Hanako might have picked it out. There's a slight ting when Hanako accidentally clips the teapot on a cup as she is pouring. Oh, jeez, I'm sorry. She breathes in sharply. She must be really nervous, as it's not the kind of thing anyone would worry about. It's Hanako. Hanako quivers at her mistake. It's okay, Hanako. There's no need to be nervous. Oh, God. Hanako seems to find some confidence in Lily's reassuring, soft-spoken words, and deftly pours the next two cups. Here you are, Hisao, Lily. Hanako carefully places a cup and a saucer in front of Lily and myself. I could get used to service like this. Thank you, Hanako. Yeah, thanks. You're welcome. Lily searches for her cup and upon finding it, sips delicately. I do the same. This tea tastes somewhat better than the tea we usually have at school. This is nice. It's different from any tea I've had before. Looks like you picked the right one, Hanako. You've done well, even if it was a bold move. Ho ho ho! Hanako's smile returns, redoubled, even with her blighted face. Her shy smile can't be called anything but cute. Remember, we could have literally not called Hanako cute like way earlier in the story. That's fucked up. I hope I never had to pick that option ever to do any other route ever. I'm glad you like it. Hanako, finally beginning to relax, sips from her cup. Something about this makes me think about Lily's question at breakfast. Oh yeah, why am I friends with Hanako? Lily seems genuinely concerned for Hanako's well-being, but it's not like I could do anything to help her. As far as I can tell, her scars don't hold her back physically, and everyone I've met seems to overcome their disabilities to some extent. I don't have any ulterior motives to hang out with Hanako. We just share similar interests. Ain't that enough? Normally, yes. So, Hisao, are you enjoying yourself? Lily's words break me out of my reverie, and I take a second to reconsider where I am. Where am I? He just starts freaking out. I'm in a room with two girls in their bedclothes. This is something to be enjoyed, damn it. Yeah, it's relaxing. I like to think I'm just in a suit. I tried to make myself so nice looking. Almost like I'm not in school anymore. Do you do this often? Quite often. But not as often as we... Anyway, let me... Quite often, but not as often as we take tea in the school building. Thank you, Brain. Considering they do that nearly every day, that's not a big surprise. As I move to take another sip from my teacup, I find it sadly empty. Oh, that was delicious. Thank you, Hanako. Lily. You're welcome. See, look at her. She's not stuttering and being as nervous as before. Yes, you're most welcome, Hisao. It's nice to have a third person here. Well, anytime you need to fill that position, I'm always available. Always. Don't know why that's funny to me. One must be sure to get one's point across in these circumstances. Lily lets loose a yawn, which she unsuccessfully hides with her hand. Oh, pardon me. I think I'm a little tired. I think we're all a little tired. My, how astute we are tonight, Hanako. We really should head to bed. We all have class tomorrow. All right, well, I guess I'll leave. I'll see you guys later. I should go. Thank you for your presence, Hisao. Thanks. You'll come again? Not even a whole army could stop me now. I'm impressed by your determination, Hisao. Either way, you're right. We'd best get going. I stand up and make for the door. Oh, Hanako gingerly stands up behind me. I stop and face her. Are you coming with me, or... Hanako instantly blossoms into a full blush. No, not this room isn't the... It's okay, I was only joking, Jesus. Oh, okay. Good night. Good night, Good night, Hanako. Good night, Hisao. Night, all. I actually thought for some reason I was gonna get up. Well, time to get ready to go, and then it'd be like, "You're not going. We're gonna have a sleepover tonight." It's like, And with that, our tea party finishes. Damn, that was really fast, though. I'm not sure what it is that Lily wants me to do for Hanako, but I didn't want to let her down. I wait until the doors close behind us before turning to Hanako. Hey, Hanako, you know you don't have to be nervous around me or anything. I mean, we're friends, right? Right. We're friends. Friends. If you ever want to hang out or anything, just let me know. I mean, we still need to have that chess rematch, remember? Sure. But I don't think you'll win. Damn! It wouldn't be fun if it was easy. Hanako seems to give a muted laugh, but she could have just as easily been exhaling. Damn, Hanako. Good night, Hisao. Okay, bye. With that, Hanako quickly retreats to her room located next to Lily's. I start to walk back to my dorm, but the simple act of walking seems to drain me of my energy. Man, that took a lot of effort. I barely make it to my room before I'm hit by a wave of exhaustion. I kick off my shoes, fall into bed, and fall asleep by the time my head hits the pillow. Those are the best times. When you're so fucking tired, just bam, dead. Not like dead, but like, you know what I mean. God damn it. Why can't I say things normally? I pull my door closed, ready for another day of classes. And there's only one reason we would be in this hallway, because I sense a Kenji moment. There he fucking is. Sleep well. Kenji's sudden arrival makes me jump, and I narrowly avoid butting heads with him. I know he has poor eyesight, but he knows who I am now. Does he still have to stand this close? Oh yeah, like a baby. Damn, why do people say that? Have you ever heard a baby sleep? They scream. All night, every night. Babies don't sleep well ever. Well, there goes my restful state. I have to remember to never use figures of speech with Kenji. Alright, I get your point. Figure of speech, you know. Yeah, sure, whatever. Where were you last night? I had a favor to ask, but you weren't around. Oh, God. For a split second, I considered telling Kenji the truth that I was spending time with Hanako and Lily. Thankfully, that split second passes as soon as it came. I was just out, checking out the local area and stuff, recon. Good, man, good. I knew you were the type to plan ahead. Anyway, what was that favor you wanted? I was going to get some takeout, but I needed change. Are you fucking seriously asking for money again? Wait. What? I gave you money last week and you still haven't paid me back. And I was starting to think you were cool. Kenji fishes around in his pocket and produces his wallet. As he counts out the 400 yen he owes me, I can clearly see at least two 10,000 yen notes. Hey, what the fuck? Why are you borrowing money off of me when you got that much cash? Kenji hisses a little, realizing that he's been had. Get off my case, man. It's bad luck to break a big note for anything less than half its value. It's the tycoon's rule. Last night's dinner is going to cost me 7 years of bad luck. 7 years! Don't you think that's enough? Enough cause to help someone out? I'd get a shorter sentence if I just stole the stuff. My common sense screams at me to say something to him. But thankfully I restrain myself. Arguing a point like this with Kenji will just lead to further and more complicated discussions. Yeah, I guess you're right. Maybe you should plan these things a little better. Yeah, man, I know, but I've just got so much stuff to do, it's hard. And you're never around anymore, so I'm on my own. We're supposed to be brothers in the Brotherhood, remember? Yeah, I get you. Global conspiracy, feminism, blah, 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 blah. I'll keep my ear to the ground. Kenji draws close enough for me to get a clear whiff of his garlic-tainted teeth. Breath. Same thing. You'd better, man. You're already spending less time here. That's the first thing they do. They'll try to split us up, divide and conquer. Sun Tzu said that. Sun Tzu said a lot of things that may or may not have not been said by Sun Tzu. Roger that. Well, now I gotta go to morning classes. Gotta get going. You coming? Nah, I'm tired. I stayed up all night just to make sure nothing was going to happen after splitting that note. As rational as ever, I see. Whatever. Night. It's not... Kenji hurries back to his room, and I hear him throwing his locks as I walk down the hallway. His fucking... I did, like how I did before. That's why some people can't roll their tongue, or why their second toe is longer than their big toe. What the fuck are we learning? Muto beams a half-moon smile at us, obviously proud of his explanation of recessive genes. Oh. However, no matter how impressed he is at the science that defines who we are, the classroom seems to be reduced to a stupor. Why is it that a bad explanation can make even the most interesting thing seem worthless? I can see Muto deflate as he realizes that nothing he said in the past half hour has sunk in. Whispered conversations start to break the silence like an avalanche. The noise level in the class starts to rise. Defeated, Muto identifies some questions from the textbook and starts to clear off the blackboard. God damn it. Almost as if expected, Hanako packs up her things and leaves as soon as people start talking and laughing amongst themselves. The initial shock of seeing someone play so blatantly truant has started to fade, but it doesn't stop me from wondering. Is she leaving because she doesn't want people to speak to her, or is it just the thought of people around her shattering her peace? Before I can think of the topic any further, the lunch bell rings. I wonder if she was simply taking the opportunity to leave early. Dude, that's what I do. Well, actually, I'd be the guy that would... I'd be that fucker that, waited till the second the bell rang and then leave. The usual clamor of students exchanging books for lunch reverberates around the room, and while Misha's distracted, I grab my lunch and head out the door. See you later, Misha. Oh, hi. Lily already sits in the tea room, setting out her lunch alone. So, Hanako's not here then? Oh, Hisao, how are you? I haven't met Hanako since this morning, I'm afraid. That's right, Hanako and Lily live next to each other. Somehow I think their morning conversations are slightly more grounded than Kenji's ramblings. That's strange. Ugh. She left class early, so I figured she'd come here. So she's still leaving class early. Huh? Yeah, I've seen her do it a few times, actually. Actually, I've seen her do it almost every time. Lily drops her head a little, and her tone of voice is notably depressed. Oh, then the music. It's very reminiscent of someone who is used to hearing bad news. I was so sure she'd stop doing that once you two became friends. Everyone has their own pace, I suppose. Well, I was actually wondering about that today. Why does she leave? I'm not entirely sure myself. I personally think it's because she doesn't want to be put in a situation where she has to answer someone. I have a flashback of my first meeting with her, when I thought she looked like a cornered animal. Maybe I wasn't far from the truth. I mean, it was exactly almost like how we said, you know. She doesn't want to talk to someone, doesn't want to answer someone, or... But she seems fine with talking to you and with me. A little bit, at least. It's a little more complex than that. I imagine the first thing most people ask her about is her scars and what happened. She rarely talks about it with me, but I can tell she doesn't like to remember whatever happened back then. Leaving class and running away from discussions is her preemptive strike, if you will. Huh. So then how does that explain her talking to me? Well, it's also a good thing that we didn't ask her about that shit right off the bat. Like, because we've gotten to know her and, you know, everything at this point, maybe we can then ask. But, huh. So then how's that explain her talking to me? You said it yourself yesterday at breakfast. You tried to ignore her scars. Once she saw that you weren't going to ask her about that, she opened herself up to you. See? Guess you're right. Maybe. I don't know. You know her better than I do, so I'll take your word for it. I wouldn't worry about that. I'm sure you'll come to know her as well as I do soon enough. What do you mean? I welcome the prospect of her having a new friend, and the two of you have such similar interests. Well, I hardly count reading as a team sport. It is good to have company, though. That's my point. Hanako is still an average person at heart. She also wants company at a time like that. Huh. Well, I think. To be honest, both of you still confuse me a little. That's only natural, Hisao. We've only known each other for a little while. It's unreasonable to expect that you would understand us, just as we can't understand you. But that is half the fun of becoming friends, right? Yeah, you know what? Yeah, it is. Although, I suppose there is the matter of us being opposite genders. Men and women do seem to confuse each other quite often. Oh, ain't that fucking true? She says this with a light giggle, finding amusement at the odd little details of life. I hope you don't mind, but I'm going to start eating. Go ahead. I think I'll eat something too. I got some books I want to drop by in the library before classes start, so I'd better get a move on. You'll probably find Hanako there as well. If you do, can you tell her to stop by my room later tonight? I'd like to talk to her. Oh no, Hanako's in trouble for leaving class. You're not coming? Unfortunately, I have a class representatives meeting later, so I'll be gone as soon as I've finished my lunch. Ooh, does that mean you have to have a meeting with Shizune, like the student council in general, with all the other class representatives, or are they just not a part of it? Alright then. Well, if I don't see her in the library, then I'll tell her in class. I'm sure she'll be back by after lunch. We fall silent as we start to eat, and I take a second to reflect on our conversation. I've always thought that Hanako's shyness was simply due to her being self-conscious of her scars. But that's a pretty superficial way of looking at her. Just when I thought I was able to see through the fog of Lily and Hanako, I realized that I'm more lost than when I started. Lily quickly finishes her lunch, acutely aware of her meeting. I don't blame her. Shizune is most likely going to be there, yup. And I doubt she wants to give her the satisfaction of another argument. Well, I must be off. Same time tomorrow? Same time, same channel, same place. I better head off too. Don't want to risk being late. Lily smiles gently, picks up her cane, and walks out into the hall. Ooh, God damn it. It gets me, dude. I turn back on Lily as we head in opposite directions. For some reason, I find myself hoping she doesn't get into another fight with Shizune. As much as I like Lily, Shizune and Misha have been pretty instrumental in helping me adjust, even if half of our conversations are thinly veiled recruitment attempts. Yup. Then again, I barely know either of them. Maybe they were previously leaders of some kind of secret society, but their love for each other drove them apart. And man, I need to stop reading cheap fiction. Trot in my brain. Either that or I've gotta move away from Kenji and his bad influence. It's sad that I can't tell the two apart anymore. I slide my books down the return chute, and they crash into the cart with a pleasant thud. Oh my god, that was not pleasant. Yuko, however, doesn't seem as impressed as I. Hisao, you scared me. Sorry, I thought you would be used to that by now. Or is the literacy level here so low that nobody even borrows books? Huh? No, I think everyone here can read fine. Never mind. There are some battles you can't ever win. Trying to explain jokes is one of them. My dad taught me that the hard way. Yup. If you gotta explain a joke, man, it ain't that funny. Or they're just dense. Say, Yuko, have you seen Hanako around? She left class early, but she wasn't in her usual hiding place. Her little hiding place. I think I saw her sneak in before lunch. Oh, but I'm not supposed to tell anyone that. God! I just told you that I saw her leave. No need to stress out. Oh, of course. She's probably in the back. Thanks. Get any new books recently? No, sorry. I'll let you know when we do, though. All right. If there's one thing I know about librarians, part-time or otherwise, it's that they appreciate people who take a genuine interest in their work. I walked the now familiar path to Hanako's reading nook, picking out a few titles along the way. She's literally just like a hobbit. Sometimes I find it hard to discover a book that will interest me among the shelves. An author's name and a 2-word title doesn't mean much in a sea of similar words. I always gotta look at the front of the book and see what it's, see the little picture that they always got, see the words, what it's called. I never look at the author because I just don't give a shit. And then I turn around the book and read the synopsis. For that reason, I sometimes reread books that I read in the past. Better to bet on the favorite than a new runner. An unfamiliar title from a familiar author peeks out among the spines of its neighbors, so I remove it from the shelf. At least I'm not going over old material. Oh my god, you found me again. As expected, Hanako sits on her beanbag, buried deep in a copy of Dance, Dance, Dance. What? Hi Hanako, how's it going? I fight the urge to ask why she left class early. If Lily's suspicions were right, then asking her about that could have the opposite effect. Best to leave it for the time being. Sometimes the best way to get an answer from someone is to never ask the question, or knows. You wait till they ask or answer for you without you ever answering or asking the question. Hello, it's Sal. I'm fine. Something seems off, and after a couple seconds, I realize what it is. Hanako smiling. Look at it. She looks as if she's pleased to see me. It's a nice change from the usual instinctively frightened reaction, and something I hope I can see more of as we get to know each other better. Oh, that's good to hear. So how's the book? I've heard it's a trip. It's good, I think. You think? I've only just started it, so I don't really know. Fair enough. Well, let me see how it goes. I may borrow it once you're done. Sure. There's a good 15 minutes left in lunch. Not really enough to start getting into a book, but too much to stand around doing nothing. And Hanako's already returned to her reading, so I doubt I'll get much conversation from her. Oh well, better make myself comfortable. Yeah. You know, it's weird. Beanbags are actually really fucking comfortable. I slouch into a beanbag and crack open my book. The familiar style of the author leaps out at me from the very first line. As the sentences turn into paragraphs, I start to relax a little. Ding dong. But no matter how hard I try, I just can't seem to get myself into the atmosphere of the book. This is partly due to lack of time, but the more distracting factor is Hanako. Oh. Yeah. I saw that. Every 10 or so seconds, she peers over the top of her book. But when our eyes meet, she quickly ducks behind the covers. I guess she did want to talk about something after all. Well, what's up? You look like a prairie dog on lookout. I like it. It's nothing. I've told you before, nothing means something when you say it like that. Hanako squirms a little in her beanbag, hoping that by changing her position, she'll find the word she's looking for. I was in an accident. Oh shit, we're doing this now? Accident? Just now? Are you alright? Who hurt you? I'll kill them! Oh my god. He goes fucking berserk. Hanako shakes her head, her hair flowing around her shoulders in wisps of amethyst on a background of pale and dark flesh. No. When I was younger. Oh my god, no. Realization crashes into me like a semi. Truck-kun. When I was... It's alright, Hanako. You don't have to tell me anything if you don't want to. Exactly! Again, she shakes her head. No, I have to tell you. Oh no. When I was young, I was in a fire. My house burned down, and I nearly didn't make it. Oh, after that I was alone. Oh, come here. Hanako's eyes glisten in the dim light of the library, and I reach out to grasp her hand. It's okay, Hanako. You don't have to keep going. But I have to. Why? What brought this on? Well, last night, Lily told me about your heart. Oh. And I didn't think it was fair. What, that you knew what my thing was, but I didn't know what your thing was? That's fine. It doesn't even matter. That would not bother me in the least. Fair? That I knew about you, but you didn't know about me. I squeeze Hanako's hand a little. Don't be silly. But yeah, I do have a heart condition. I lean a little closer to Hanako. What I didn't tell Lily is that I had my first heart attack when a girl confessed to me. Pretty funny, right? I smile a little to break the tension. I'd be like, yeah. Really? Really? I haven't heard from her for a while, though, so I guess it's all over. I know it's all over. There's no way to interpret what happened the last time I saw her. In some ways, not having heard from her again has helped me move on from that period of my life. Dude. So now we both know a little more about each other, but you don't have to talk about things if you don't want to. In fact, I feel a little bad even thinking about the whole incident. I can almost smell the hospital's disinfectant burning the back of my sinuses again. I imagine Hanako going through the same thing now. Oh God, when I was in the hospital, I went to the burn ward once, and only once. I was bored, so I went for a walk through all the wards. I went through the oncology and thought I could take it. But when I got to the burn ward and turned around and went back to my bed. To think that Hanako would have to spend months in a place like that, smelling nothing but corrupted skin, strong disinfectant, and sterilized air. The really bad cases were kept in isolated pods that no foreign objects could enter. That would have meant no reading. I would have gone insane if I didn't have my books in the hospital. And she said she was all alone. Did her parents die? I'll have to ask Lily about it. I can imagine myself saying something dumb unintentionally. Thank you, Hisao. I haven't told many people about this. To be honest, I haven't told many people about my circumstances either. Then I won't tell anyone either. That's a deal. I change my grip on Hanako's hand into a handshake as the warning bells chime through the window. Well then, we'd better get back to class, huh? Dude, that was so smooth. I love how he was like holding her hand and then he switched it to a handshake. Oh, that was great. I don't know why I like that. Sure. Oh my God. Damn, Act 3, huh? Oh boy. Oh, let me just. How many acts are in the like? I mean, I assume it's like the same amount of acts between all the characters. I'm gonna bet you it's like not three. It's probably like 4 or 5. I'm assuming. The tint of the room slowly changes from the shine of the afternoon to the orange of dusk. A clock lazily ticks away the seconds, counting in the background on the verge of hearing. But no matter how long I wait, the outcome cannot be changed. The diminutive playing piece makes a small click against the board. Oh, we're doing this, huh? Like a wound spring, Hanako makes her move only seconds after mine. It's embarrassing. In comparison to my 5-minute moves, she seems to know exactly what she wants to do. Dude, it's like when you're playing a card game and you're like, wham! And then you're waiting for your opponent to make their move and you're like, God fucking damn it, hurry up! Mate! Oh, shit. Again, what does that make this? 3-2 now? Stalemates don't count. Damn it, you're getting better at this every day. That or she's been holding back. I never thought it when I first met her, but she really has a knack for this game. Chess seems to have become a popular pastime for the two of us. Hiding away in the tea room, playing a game or two after classes. From here, the students outside just can be barely heard milling about. The everyday noises from below remind me little of my life before Yamaku, though I'm by now well aware that it's a life I'll never get back to. Fancy another game? I have to finish my homework. Oh, well, shit. Alright, see you tomorrow. But what about this? Hanako points to the tea set surrounding the mostly empty chessboard. Oh, don't worry about that. I got it. Oh, okay. See you. Later. I'm I'm not good. I don't think I'm good at doing like characters that have like like a stutter because of nervousness or just how they are. I don't know. I think I'm bad at it. Hanako departs as I start cleaning up the area. The occasional whistles and cheers from the sporting clubs outside become less frequent, eventually approaching silence. A part of me still wants to be in some kind of team, since I played soccer and other sports before my accident. Guess it's only normal to feel nostalgic about what I can't do anymore. You can't do it because even if you run a little bit harder than usual, you'd fuck yourself. But I got other reasons than that for coming here so often, and I don't feel so bad about losing that part of myself because of them. Lily's a good friend by now, but it's the small exchanges I have with Hanako that feel especially dear. The small victories I feel every day as I see more of what she's like under her self-imposed shell. Well, that's why I come here most of all. As I'm putting away the cups and saucers, I hear talking outside the door. Pausing for a moment to listen, I can make out it's Hanako and Lily, and decide to go outside to investigate. What are you two doing? Not in the middle of them. Are you quite sure? I'm sure. Hisao. Hanako turns to see me with a look of mild surprise as she notices my approach. Lily must have caught her just as she was about to leave. Oh my, Hisao is here as well. Afternoon, Lily, what's up? I was hoping now that I finished with my class representative duties for the day, that I might have the two of you accompany me for tea at the Shanghai. It would be nice to enjoy ourselves outside of school for a change. I'd be up for it, but I think Hanako had work to do. I think she did say homework. She needed to finish it. It's not all that much. Hanako! Wonderful. It seems that we're decided then. Fucking tea and it's something about this route that just I like it. I do, and it makes me feel all fuzzy. It's a weird way to put it. Like nothing crazy's happening, right? But you don't necessarily need something crazy to happen. As of yet, anyway. And it's heartwarming to me how she was starting to open up to us. And we were like, no. You don't have to tell us the whole thing. Okay, just settle your little booty down. It's fine. Like for me, if she knew and she didn't want to tell me but felt like she was obligated to because she knew about my thing, I'll be like, you don't even need to. It's fine. Yeah, I have a heart problem. That's fine. You can know that. You don't have to tell me about your thing, but if you want to, that's cool. You know what I mean? Well, cool. It was really sad.